What's up guys, this is Shana and today we're going to check out 216 in Kuchai Lama. Let's go! Hey guys, we are now in Kuchai Lama checking out this project called 216. And 216, if not mistaken, most likely when it's revolving numbers, right, it's usually the number of the plot within a certain street or the number of units. But looking at it, I think 216 is the number of units. This is Jalan Kuchai Lama 10. This area, it's an old established area. So this is 216 residences. That's the commercial lot, and if you go a little bit further, there will be two schools at the end. One is a secondary school, one is a primary school, and that connects over to NPE as well as the Sungai Bersih Extension Highway. So in this location, it's connected to several main highways, and that involves the Kesas Highway as well. So there's a lot of accessibility. Then right in front of the service apartment, right, you will have existing landed properties in front. You can judge the age of the neighborhood by the infrastructure. You can see the hanging power grid, you can see the exposed drainage, the very narrow roads, and also the very mixed township planning. So you have residential here, suddenly high rise, suddenly there's a temple here, then you will have very old apartments around, then this is the new building, and suddenly you will have a coffee tiam there. And this is the entire experience driving through the internal streets. So you will have old apartments like this. I think these are the old formats. You have the commercial lots in the bottom and you have people staying on top, but they do look really old. On the other side then, coming from the main road, if you are turning in from MPE or if you are coming in directly from Old Klang Road, and it's adjacent to two petrol stations, and within walking distance then you will have the commercial side of things already, where you have the shop offices already, but mainly here is all offices opposite as well. But the main reason why a lot of people like established addresses like this, like Old Klang Road, OUG, Kuchai Lama, is because of the community within. And within old addresses as well, you will have a lot of things to eat, a lot of great food around. So coming straight in from the road, right, immediately you will have the drop off already, and this will be the visitors car park. There's like 8 of them in tandem, and it's rather narrow. The entire site is very narrow, so you can see the structure line to the boundary line is like too close. As we pass by the lobby going downstairs, right, so you will have the old apartments. It's actually a commercial component on the bottom, though you can see a lot of service centers here, all the old cars here. This is supposed to be the loading bay, or I think the maintenance gate. There will be another emergency gate at the bottom. So technically there's still some boundary, but after the elevated car parks, you won't see them anymore. So immediately from the entrance, there's a few things to highlight. Number one, it feels very tight, but the lobby is nice, no doubt. But then why do I need to go downstairs, right, to take the lift? That's why there's a separate entrance here at the back directly to the lift lobby. This must be due to the levels of the set. So if you can see the back, it's actually very low, but if you look at the front road, it's actually very high. Even if you put in basement car park, you still have openings at the back, right? So the second one is we can see that the hydrant pipe is actually used as a handrail from the parapet wall behind. Weird. And due to the site constraint, again, they are using scissors ramp. So every half a floor, you will need to go down one. So I'm not too sure on the elevated part of things. Let's go check it out. And we are now in level 6, the highest floor of the car park before the facilities deck. And you can see the opening, it's big, huge, but I think too big in a sense where when it's raining, right, this shaded is as good as not shaded. I think the parapet wall is a bit too low leh, like this is too low leh. For kids, not very safe. Anyway, from the skyline here, we can see Taman Desa, we can see 118 we can see TRX with it. So this actually is very close to the city. That's why the landed neighborhoods here were very popular. Then that will be the entrepreneur park of Kuchai Lama already. So you have the NSK there and all the offices and retails there. A lot of restaurants around as well. So you can see the similar treatments of the scissors ramp, and you can see it's a cement rendered. This will be the epoxy paint for the pedestrian walkway, and there's a new construction project there. And something I really don't like all the time will be the immediate access of the entrance to the road. And there's no palang or there's nothing to actually stop, so when the kid just open and run, right? And this one is coming up from the turning, so I don't think it's as safe. That's why I think this door, this fire door, should be a glass door. So at least, right, people get to anticipate whether they got car or not before coming out and opening the door. So we are now in the floor plate, and you can see this is a rather unique floor plate altogether. You can see these zigzaggy treatments right at the side. This was the facade that we can see from the petrol station just now. It's in total 6 units all together, and you will have a void in the center right after the lift lobby. And all 6 units are served by 4 lifts altogether, 1 bomba lift. You can see the variation of unit form is a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 units layout here. So the width here is 2.26 and the height is 2.5, and it's very bright because of this opening here. In terms of corridor width, then it's around 1.5 meters and it's 2.9 meters in height. But all the pipings are exposed all the way. Yeah, including the down pipes, including all the cabling. And currently there's still a gondola going on. So I think the gondola is still, they are still servicing or cleaning up the units because this unit just gotten VP, and you can see there are already modifications done to the unit. So throughout the corridor you will have steel handrails. Problem with this is rust. Then you will have a lot of maintenance work to do. Then you will have a little bridge here that connects to 2 units at once. So these 2 units will share a very big foyer, because once you go into the unit there's no foyer already, and to the entrance that's facing the external corner bit, then you will have this perforated panel. It's a very practical way, but lately it has become stylo. So imagine if this is black, right? Then suddenly people, wow, so rugged, this treatment. But I worry this will have the same issue as well in terms of rust. As a parent, then I'm not as comfortable with this treatment. The front windows are also big, so just imagine, right, me just looking outwards from the unit, I can actually see everything inside. That's why they also frosted up the windows. They also close up the curtains here, because somewhat this is also easily reachable from this foyer itself to the window. I can just break this and I can just go in terms of security wise. That's why they also rail up the window in the front. Then this will be the unit that we're going to go in today. Let's go check it out. The unit we're going to check out today will be this unit type D, 1023 square feet, and it's a horizontal layout, so that's good. And when we come in, you can see that the width is very nice. This will be the dining, kitchen and living room. Going in, it will be a 3-bedroom unit, and you can see that this is a corner unit, therefore you will have 2 window panels connecting to the ensuite bathroom here. Then this will be the internal room, but it's not facing the void because the void is in front, so this will have windows to the side as well. Just like this will be the aircon latch that is weird. This will be the yard space. Coming in from the unit, the clearance of the door is 87 mm, so it's a bit tight. But once you come into the unit, you're welcomed by this width itself. This width is nice. So the wall-to-wall width here is 4.25 meters, where the normal apartment is around 10 to 11 feet, which is 3 to 3.3 meters. This is 4.25 meters, and the length here is 7.85 meters. It's not too long, which I like, because the light can still go in, and just on the street you can see windows on both sides. So technically, if you open the window, this entire space will be very bright, provided if privacy is addressed. And because of that, coming in, right, you look at this 6-seater, it's so small after having this built-in kitchen cabinet provided by the developer. So you can see that it's a standard next door just now. And you have floor tiles, you will have timber skirtings at the side. This will be the location for your fridge. And there's a window at the side here that we mentioned just now, just that the privacy might be an issue. But this one's still okay because you are at the corner. Then next to the kitchen will be a yard space, and I think the owner covered it up already. If not, it will be just splashing and splashing. For the kitchen, then you will have a basin here. Then you will have, I think, normal solid surface. Top and bottom cabinets, hood and hob by Signature. But this is just like a sticker, I'm not too sure. Then you will have a 2-burner here with a black splash. Then these are the points. Moving over, then this will be the living room, and there's no balcony. Here I guess the surrounding is just not as conducive for a balcony, but I like the size of the window panel. It's nice, and just look at the lighting treatments to kind of just give some dramatic feel, right? But the problem of having a very wide living room also will be the furniture choice. As you can see, after you put in the settee and the coffee table, right, there's still ample of space. The TV needs to be way bigger than this to even make sense, and there's extra cost whenever you have a wall-to-wall width that is huge. Anyway, you don't notice that the ceiling is only 2.8 meters high, which is, I think, comfortable already. And for this leasehold property, when you look into the portals, I noticed one thing. For this size itself, there is none for sale. It means that for the 1,000 square feet 3-bedroom layout at the corner, none of it is for sale. So you will have a smaller size one that is around 650 square feet and 830 square feet unit types. Those are around 300 plus to 400 over 1,000. So if you calculate the average price per square feet, so it's around 550 per square feet here. Turn that into the selling price, I think this is 560,000 around there. Then you plus the rebate plus everything else back then. And this unit, as we speak, has just been rented out at 2,500. Congratulations! And the view that we will get from here, so you can see everything is built, everything is ready, and this window is tinted. So if we open up, so this is the actual color, and this will be the main highway just now that we were just walking by. The Kuchai Lama MRT station will be at around that one. So you need to walk past all this commercial area here, and you will have landed properties here, and that will be NPE Highway. And next to that, then this will be the brand new Kuchai Central that's being built right now, almost there already. Going into the corridor, this is a 1.03 meters corridor. I like the width, and this connects the 2+1 3 bedrooms and the shared bathroom. So let's check this one out first. This is huge. This is around 1.9 by 2.4 meters. Very comfortable, but I don't know why the basin is this size lah. You can accommodate more, but yeah. Anyway, they are providing Sorrento for basin, Sorrento for WC. You will have a shower area here. You have a frosted window that connects to the yard just now. Full height wall tiles, no shower screen. But this thing stood out. This jagged thing in the yeah, so I guess this is to accommodate the aircon blower here within the first bedroom that we're gonna check out. Anyway, the size of this bedroom is 2.8 by 3.6. It's nice. Thinking that this is the smallest bedroom, right? You can already accommodate a queen size bed already with bedside tables, and you look into the window panel, it's big. That's why I think this is going to be very bright. That's why they consider to put in the tint. If not, right, it's going to be too hot. Then you will have the wardrobe space here, but just that the location of this blower then becomes a problem. Because of this blower, then suddenly you need to accommodate this king here, the king outside the corridor. If only they could conduit the piping outwards, right, to the facade area here, then suddenly this facade panel can actually be used to conceal the aircon compressors. I think that would be a better solution. Anyway, there will be timber skirtings and timber laminated floorings. That's nice. Moving over, this will be the second bedroom. And you can see all bedrooms will have similar treatments, but this one is then huge. This room is even bigger, 3.3 by 3.6 meters. And you look into the window panels, it's very big. but I think that the strategy of window openings can be improved. It also means there will be a higher possibility of overlooking issues. So you look at this, right? Like, what's the point of having such a big window but you can never open? Right? So you see, you can look through into other people's unit altogether. But the view here actually is nice lah. So it's open. Then within this building as well, they provide an aircon. Then because this door here, it's not a bathroom. This is actually an aircon latch, which is weird. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 units of compressors here. But I seriously think that this is very wasteful. Just because this is on the not so great side of the facade, right? That's why this kind of makes more sense. But in terms of the room layout, right, with this door here, suddenly this room kind of loses its charm. Well, you can always pretend that the door is not there. You can just put your table across lah. Right? Imagine you can put in a wardrobe or a full-size wardrobe here, right? Ooh, or a dressing table there. Or if it's a bathroom, I won't be that mad. But why? Why not just make the yard bigger and put the compressors there, or you split the number of compressors to some put in front next to the adjacent bedroom, some at the yard space, then you actually can eliminate this space. The master bathroom then can be extended. Yeah, I would do that actually. Anyway, going in, this will be the final space. Whoa, this is nice. Coming in, you will have the wardrobe space, timber laminated flooring, queen size bed, bedside tables, and you just check out the window panels. Woo! Because of that, the space looks amazing. You get the KL skyline view there. Wow! And then you have the highway. You get to check, like, oh, as usual, there will be a traffic jam. Then in the future also, if your kid were to be studying across, right, hey, you better come out already. I can see you. Stop playing with your friends, okay? Walk over now. In terms of dimension, the room size is 3.6 meters by 4 meters. Wow, this is very nice. And if you just think that if the owner were to bought this at 500 over 1,000, plus the discount is at 500,000, right? Oof, what a buy. Rent out for 2005 in a 216 number of unit only residence. Woo, in Kuchai Lama. Then this will be the principal bath, and you will have a better a better basin. Sorrento. This is also by Sorrento. Yep. Then you will have a shower, and you will have a frosted window at the side, full height wall tiles. So just now that was the unit, and at the far end, this will be the refuse bin, and it's located in the open. This is how the refuse bin look like. So it's a 2-door system. This bin here technically is supposed to be inside, and this is the refuse area lah. So technically you will have 1 door here, and with this door you will have a ventilation panel. It wouldn't smell, and then only you will have another door here. So it's a dual door system which always work. And when you come out still, there's still open air. From this side then you can see that is Miller's already, which is Old Klang Road, and this means also we are very close to Midvalley and the gardens and Eco City and stuff. Okay, so there will be another new stretch of buildings here. Basically all are built up already, so you will have new projects still, but very limited lah. So all here, nice. So coming out from the lift, you can see the wall panels are all decorated with timber panels. Very nice. And coming in, you even see the, wow, you have Venetian plaster on all walls. Coming in straight away, you will have the indoor playground. You will have the jungle gym kind of setup, then the fixtures. And I think this is friendly for kids below 12 only lah. And I think that they wrote it out there. So this is nice, and this is extended over to this side as well. So this one will be the smaller kids. You have kids bouldering. Then this will be the games room. This is located next to the playground itself, so parents can hang out inside. There's a swing here as well. Next to that, this will be a business lounge. Okay, so this is where you can hang out with your buddies, I guess, or you can get people to do catering here. So this will be a small gathering space. But it's very weird that now there's no tap in and out. Across the open area, then you will have the swimming pool here. I think this is the normal wading pool only, built in a cascading format, so you have the overflow feeling. Once you go out, you will see the roof of shop lots. The view not very nice lah, right? But I guess this is still okay for you to just chill. And then at the side, you will have some somewhat sitting areas that forms the islands for the landscape. So on this side as well, you will have the boundary filled with landscape. Next to the pool, then there's a humongous area for people to hang out. But I'm very distracted with all the pipings here lah. So I wish they could have been a ceiling panel or some decos here to kind of hide it. They just hide it using the same color of paint, but it's better than nothing. On the other side of the wading pool, then you will have this overflowing thing that comes from this. I think this is the lab pool supposedly, that is done in an organic format. So I appreciate the cascading effect, so it looks very organic, totally in contrast to the building. And for the building facade also, the brown panels I think it's nice, just that I would appreciate it more if it's functional. So once they put it right and it can hide off the compressors, it would make more sense. Well, along this pool, then you get, this is a celebrity kitchen. As our space for living is getting way smaller and smaller, kitchen spaces like this for gathering is very useful. But I foresee this problem will be the rain. So you just see it's open air direct access to the door. So rainy season or rainy times, you cannot access to the celebrity kitchen or the communal dining area. Coming into the gym, we are at the cardio area. So you will have a bike, a skywalker, then you will have 2 treadmills, and these are supplied by F1 Creation. Free weight zone here along with the complex machine there. And the cardio area actually faces indirectly like the pool, and you can face outdoor a little bit. Overall very functional. Ultimately, it's mainly for 216 units of residence only. And we have just finished lunch in this Medan Selera 216. Weirdly enough, same name. And I guess that's all for the video. It's now time for Sean Stick 3 on 3. So for the 3 things I like, number 1, definitely the connectivity of this location. So this is connected to, I think, 3 to 4 of the main highways. And if you work within KL City area itself, it's very, very convenient. And the shortest route actually is to go through MPE, turn back, and you can have the Kasas Highway as well. You can use Old Klang Road as well. So there are many ways to come back home, and that's one of the best quality of an address where, hey, here stuck, I can always go the other way. And from the road itself, you can see that every road can use one lah. Then the slight benefit to this is because of the Kuchai Lama MRT being built, so suddenly that creates a hype for this location as well. And this, arguably, it's within walking distance. Arguably, like if you can walk 15-20 minutes, then it's fine. To me, cannot lah. Under this weather, by the time I reach the station, I'm all soaking wet already. Second thing I like will be the build quality as well as the density of the project. So this is 216 number of units only, so it's very, very comfortable. And if you look into the unit layout itself, of course there are some things that I don't like, but we'll talk about that later. The things that I really like for this particular unit, at 1,000 over square feet, right, it feels very, very comfortable. Like the living room of 4.25 meters, then you have the 3 bedroom. Each bedroom is just humongous in size. Then the number of units per floor plate is also very, very low. That results in the facility deck that is also very cozy. Like the gym, seems small, but we tend to forget that this is a 216 units residence. And the furnishing around the lobby, the furnishings around the facility decks, all are slightly above expectation. But there are also things that I don't like, and that will be the immediate surrounding. So you are surrounded by low-cost housing, you are surrounded by old landed properties and shops and temples. So the first problem that will lead to is a chaos. Like you will see disorganized roads, you will see car parks everywhere, you will see a lot of problems here, there, left, right, center lah. Then you will see the very untidy infrastructure, exposed piping, all the run-down roadside elements. So all those kind of things will be around before you even reach your unit. And the main challenge for this site actually will be the traffic congestion, as the main road is actually controlled using traffic light. Most of the time people will just drive in the housing area to kind of avoid the congestion, leading to congestion within the residential zones as well. And part of the micro elements of the site as well will be the adjacent petrol stations, 2 of them in fact, right next to site. Second thing I don't like then will be certain elements of design within the building. Like number 1, the entrance to the site is just too close, I think, but that's due to the size of the land. So because of that as well, you will have the scissors ramp. So imagine if you park level 6, right, and you go up the ramp 12 times. The entrance to the lobby from the car park then is not as friendly, not as safe. Then if you go into the floor plate layout, I don't like the steel handrails because I have a kid. And within the layout itself then, I don't like the king just because they position the aircon in a certain way. I wish they could have used the facade deco elements a little bit more, at least to put some function in hiding of aircon compressors. So the aircon latch wouldn't damage the experience of the second bedroom, because those bedrooms are just fabulous. Too bad. Then within the facility deck, I noticed that a lot of things don't have security key card access requirements, so that is also very weird. And the weirdest part right, will be the immediate entrance going in. Straight away you need to go down to access the lift lobby, but that's because of the cascading condition of the site, but that's just weird lah. And the last thing I don't like, the entire thought process of every decision within this project itself. Most of the things feels a little bit like afterthought. For example, like the window panel size is huge, but the position of windows don't make sense, right? So what's the point of putting in a window? Then people need to frost the window panels or add in additional panels to prevent overlooking issues. Then it wouldn't make sense. Then the aircon compressor kind of thing, like because you put the aircon latch at a very weird location, then the piping to that creates this kink, creates trouble. Then while you have the facade that is useless outside just for beauty purposes, that's just extra cost for no reason. Then you will have this entrance statement that is somewhat like an accidental entrance, which is like in the middle of the road, one junction. But luckily this is a low density project. If this is a high one, right, the immediate neighborhood will just suffer. Every day just got car coming out, right? But don't get me wrong, the entire experience of the space, it's okay. Just that I wish, right, with just certain tweaks here and there, it will be perfect. And one weird thing though, if you look into the property portals, right, all the smaller units one are only for sale. All the corner ones, those above 1000 square feet one, all are doing great. And you can see all the corner units are all occupied. And I guess that's all for this round. Do I like the project? Actually, I won't mind staying in one because of the convenience of it. Ultimately, you don't need a lot of things within a condo. Me lah. Just that I'm worried about the access in and out every single day through the scissors ramp. And I guess that's all for this round. Congratulations to the owner for renting out at 2005. Very good. And this they just handed over like recently only. And if you really like this episode, like it, share it, even subscribe for more information like this. Until next time, this is Sean Tan. Ciao.